Good evening, my dear friends. Welcome to 41 Days Meditation Program. Today, our guest and great master, Bindu Bodanapu. Welcome, Master. She's a chartered accountant by profession, working in one of the large IT retailer in UK. Bindu Master says a great awakening with her took place in the year 2020, where she found true happiness, joy, peace, contentment in her life through meditation and spiritual sciences. The perception of her life has changed and seen a huge transformation from then. This is when she has discovered the true purpose of her life. Bindu Master is also a certified transformation life coach, inner child and family constellation therapist. She has conducted many workshops and helped many people transform their lives. Currently, she is on a mission to help teenagers by empowering them and by changing their life belief system. Belief system. Also partner with parents by coaching them to be conscious parents. She is a active volunteer of Buddha CEO, Quantum Foundation, and PSSM. Welcome, Bindu Master. And I think Bindu Master will be talking on the topic power of mind. Over to you, Bindu Master.
Namaste, friends. Thank you, Gayatri, for a lovely intro. I hope you all can hear me well. It's a great privilege to be here today. Thank you for inviting me. Today, it's my favorite topic, which is the power of mind, which I'm going to talk to you about after the meditation. So I guess we will start with meditation first. So dear friends, please take the most comfortable position, sitting most comfortably, and I'm going to guide you through the meditation. So I'm going to play a soft music and I'll be guiding you through the meditation. I'm just going to play a... Okay. So let's all make ourselves comfortable. If anyone wearing glasses, I would request anyone wearing glasses to take off the glasses and gently close your eyes. Observe your in-breath and your out-breath. With each and every in-breath and out-breath, let the body relax as we go into Anapanasati meditation. The purpose of this meditation is to empty your mind and connect with our soul and release ourselves. When we observe our in-breath and our out-breath, our mind becomes empty. No forceful inhalation or exhalation. Gently bring your awareness to your breath. Shift your awareness to the world inside you. Forget your past, forget your future, and just be with this generous present moment. body going into deeper states of relaxation. Deeper, deeper, and deeper. At this moment in time, nothing else exists but just your breath alone. Focus on your normal, natural, gentle, and easy in-breath and out-breath, my dear masters. Do not let any breath to slip by without your awareness. Observe each and every in-breath and out-breath. At this moment in time, completely drop your identity, drop your ego, your analytical mind. Withdraw your attention from any people, places, things, and become pure consciousness. Observe each and every in-breath and out-breath. And just be with the generous present moment. present moment. It's now time to become no one, nobody, no thing, and no place, and become true consciousness. As you lose yourself in the state of emptiness and nothingness, this is when you step into quantum energy field. The gap between the thoughts is void, is the gateway to infinite potentials that exist in the quantum field. Observe each and every in-breath and out-breath, my dear masters. Do not let any breath slip by without your awareness. Allow yourself to merge into this emptiness. Merge into this greater field of infinite possibilities. Surrender. Surrender to this consciousness. quantum field. Feel the love energies. Feel the healing energies that is healing each and every part of your body. Meditation is a great tool to connect with the true self. Let go of any thoughts that's coming in your mind. If you observe any thoughts coming in your mind, gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Observe each and every breath. Do not let any breath to slip by without your awareness, dear masters. aspects of yourself to the greater self. To become the divine self. If you observe any thoughts coming to your mind, gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Let go of any worries, any tensions, any fears in your mind and surrender to the divine self. Observe each and every cell of your body filled with cosmic energy. It's now time to bless your body. For this beautiful life, your body is your temple. Bless your challenges in life as they are the bridges to new opportunities. Bless the divine power within you. Let the divine power move through you. more time to express our gratitude.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful,
Our parents,
I'm
our
so
friends,
grateful,
family, our
I'm
neighbors,
so
our
grateful,
colleagues, and each
I'm
and
so
everyone in our life.
grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so
Whenever you're ready,
I'm so grateful,
gently bring your awareness
so
back to the present
grateful,
and what feels
so
like
very
rub your palms for a few seconds, place them on your eyes, and gently open your eyes. Beautiful smile on your face.
I'm grateful.
I hope everyone is back from meditation.
Thank you, Bindu Master. Wonderful meditation.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you, Master. Okay. Anyone would like to share? Would you want me to just go to the topic for today? In the interest of time.
First, we will share your topic, then we'll take question and answers after the topic.
Okay, sure. I'll just share my screen quickly. Sorry. Yeah. I hope you all can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
You have just shared the music, sound thing. Maybe you have to.
Yeah.
We can see now.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. So, dear friends, good evening. So I hope you all enjoyed the meditation. Today, I'd just like to share a little bit about the power of a mind. This is one of my most favorite topic. And I've learned a lot from different masters across the globe, and how what differentiates us with 3% of the people in the world to 97% of the world is the power of the mind. So I want to talk to you, and probably you can ask yourself these questions. Why in the world some people are sad, whereas some people are happy? Whereas some people are very rich and some people are suffering in poverty? Whereas some people are suffering from diseases, whereas some people are healed? And some people are successful, whereas some people are failures in life. So what is the difference? So when there was a great analysis that was done, the conclusion was the 3% of the people who has been very, very successful in life knew how to use the power of the mind, whereas the 97% of the world knew the power, or probably they know the power of the mind, but they used it more disastrously. So this is the difference that actually differentiate between the most successful people in the world and the rest of the people. So there is a treasure house within us. So this is what I want to talk to you today. A great treasure house, because we think success is somewhere that we have to run after it, but there is success, abundance, and riches, and anything that we want in life to achieve is all within us. So where is it? This is a quest that we are going to find out today. So if I want to talk to you about the mind, there is a duality of mind. We all know we have one mind, but the duality of mind, what does that mean? Just like the day, darkness, and a light, morning and night, so that's a duality. So in the same way, there is conscious mind and subconscious mind. So let's understand a little bit about conscious mind and subconscious mind, and why does it play such an important role in our day-to-day living, and why does it contribute to the success? So conscious mind is the mind, just generally the logical mind when we are doing something. Probably a good example is when we are working in the office, probably we're using critical thinking. So we're engaging our mind, all the senses to think something. So that is the conscious mind. And logical thinking, willpower, all these are conscious mind. Whereas a subconscious mind is the part of the mind which is deep within us, and we only use 10% of our mind, which is the conscious mind. That is the mind that we use to think every day. Whereas the most part of the mind is the subconscious mind, which is 90% of the mind. So what is within the subconscious mind? Subconscious mind contains, it is like n number of computers put together, and this mind consists of all our emotions, feelings, habits, everything that we went through right from the childhood. And not only that, the subconscious mind contains past lives, all that we learn about past lives. So where is this information stored? It's all stored within the subconscious mind. So belief system, again, a belief system is a big thing that is stored within our subconscious mind. So this is the duality of mind. So just like if I can give you another better example. So when we are learning to drive a car, for example, we are very conscious. So we are putting our feet on the, accelerator or steering. So we're engaging all of our senses into driving. So that is how we're using a conscious mind. That is when you're learning to drive. Okay, so what if you have passed your driving lesson, and after 1 year you're driving the car? Do you do the same? Do you engage all your senses into driving the car? No, right? When you're driving, your mind is wandering somewhere. So how are we driving the car? Because we went into autopilot mode, and we are now driven by a subconscious mind. This is the main difference between conscious and subconscious. So 90% of our life is driven by our subconscious mind. So when you wake up in the morning, you go brush your teeth, you're doing it automatically, you're wearing your shoes, you don't have to think, you just wear it, right? Where is it coming from? It's all coming from the subconscious mind. These are the habits, these are the patterns, these are addictions, if some people may have, all these are coming from the subconscious mind. So what is the power within the subconscious mind? the subconscious mind has that infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite supply within the subconscious mind. So this is where the divine intelligence resides. It is connected to the universal mind. Whatever you can command your subconscious mind to ask something and it will manifest very easily. There is a whole science behind it, but just in the interest of time, I'll just give you a little bit of a gist of what I've learned over the past few years. So this is about the subconscious mind. So what is the subconscious mind? It is a divine intelligence that resides within this mind. So just imagine you are the captain of the ship. Your life, you are the master of your life. You are the master of your destiny. How? With your conscious mind. So your conscious mind, imagine your conscious mind is like a captain of the ship. You can command what you want. You want to do something, you do it. So, but then what about the subconscious mind? The subconscious mind is your servant. Whatever you say to the subconscious mind, it has no other choice but to accept your command. But are we using the subconscious mind very wisely? No, we're not using a subconscious mind. The most intelligent man who walked in this planet, Albert Einstein, used only 5% of his brain. And then can you imagine how much we have the capacity within our brain, but we are not using it. Why? Because we have so many belief systems, so many paradigms within our subconscious mind. So I'll tell you a bit about how the subconscious mind is formed. So when you're a baby, when you're born like a little infant or your baby, up to 7 years of age, your subconscious mind is wide open. So it is in the theta stage where, if you know about the brain waves, it is in the theta. That means it absorbs everything what's happening. So what does the infant or a baby do? It can understand, other people's opinions, TV, newspapers, environment, radio, everything is going into the baby's brain, which is a subconscious mind, and then it gets manifested into the body. So this is how by 7 years of age, we are completely programmed to whatever environment we live in. The other day, I had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Dr. Bruce Lipton, the well-known author. He's a world-famous author and he's a scientist. So I was talking to him. I got into his panel. I had a question to ask him. I was trying to talk to him about the mission I'm working on. And then I've asked him a question about how do we help children who's got genetic diseases. His breakthrough research in science is that diseases are not caused because of the genes, it's caused because of the environment you live in. So for example, he was talking about an example of a child who was born to a different family altogether, who had no history of cancer, for example. And this baby has been adopted and he's been brought up, but this baby, or after he's sort of, grown up, he gets cancer. How does he get it? It's nothing to do with the genes. It's all due to the environment you live in. Every cell, 50 trillion cells in the body, every cell in this body has consciousness. Every cell is listening to each and every thought you're thinking, and it creates a chemistry in your body. And this is how we attract diseases into body. It is so important to make sure how we are using a conscious mind, because conscious mind is like a gatekeeper. You can either reject it or you can accept it. So you're watching TV, you're listening to, for example, media is 95% negative news. So how much time are you spending on the media? You might think that I'm watching the news, but I'm forgetting. But the subconscious mind remembers each and everything. Who is doing the functions in the body when you're sleeping? When you're sleeping, your body, nails are growing, your hair is growing, body functions happening. Who is doing it? It's a subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is always active. Your conscious mind goes to sleep when you're sleeping, but your subconscious mind does not go to sleep. It is active 24/7. So it is so important to really, really check what are we thinking, who are we talking to, and what are we listening. So every program, everything that you listen, this is an example of a child, how the belief system is formed, but then even it applies to adults. Everything you're listening goes into your subconscious mind. So it is so important to check what are we listening. So another beautiful example of how subconscious mind works, for example, tomorrow you want to wake up at 6 o'clock and then you didn't set your alarm. But then always, did you ever notice unknowingly you just wake up at 6 o'clock without nobody waking you up? Who does that? It's a subconscious mind. Subconscious mind listens to each and every thought in your body and it responds. And it is connected to the universal mind. So we have to be very careful. And one important thing before we go to sleep, and we normally think about our worries and the fears, and that gets processed in the subconscious mind, especially at night when your conscious mind sets off, your subconscious mind starts working. So we have to be very careful. What we think just before we go to sleep is also plays a vital role in our day-to-day life and the life we are going to create. So here the conscious mind has a free will. So now you have a free will to reject whatever you're watching TV. You can choose not to watch TV, because everything you're watching here in the conscious is going to your subconscious, right? Because it does not have a free will. It is your servant. We just spoke about it. It's your servant. It does everything what you ask. It can't. Another important character or characteristic of subconscious mind is it can't differentiate between reality or it is a fantasy. So you can imagine something and it can become true. Why? Because the subconscious mind does not differentiate between reality and imagination. So it is so important for us to make sure with this conscious mind, we are only engaging in the activities that is very important to us. If we want to create a life of our dreams, just put that energy into, because what did Albert Einstein say? Everything is energy. We are a mass of energy. Quantum physics says that we are 99.999% energy and 0.001% matter. And again, Albert Einstein said, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be transferred, right? So if we are mass of energy, where are you putting your thoughts? You can choose. If you have a challenge in life, you can choose to put your energy on fear, or you can choose to put your energy on faith. Both are illusion, right? Faith is illusion, fear is illusion, but you have a choice. You have a choice to put your that energy onto faith. When you emotionalize, when you put that energy onto faith, subconscious mind accepts it and it becomes a reality. So you'll have a very positive outcome of that challenge. If you worry and put your energy onto fear, subconscious mind will make sure that it gives you the answer, or the event that is going to be something that you do not want. So we have to be very careful, friends, how we are using our mind. This is an amazing tool to know how if we master how to use a subconscious mind, we don't need to worry about anything or anything else. So subconscious mind, how do we use a subconscious mind to harmonize our relationships? One important thing about subconscious mind is, for example, subconscious mind records everything. We just spoke about it, right? If you have any kind of anger towards somebody and you are kind of thinking about them and you're feeling very negative about them and you're not happy, you know what happens? Subconscious mind needs a venting out mechanism. And when all this anger, greed, hatred is going into your body, what happens? We get diseases. The venting out mechanism is coming out in the form of diseases. So it is so important that anything you have and there are so many case studies. I'm a great lover of Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is an amazing author from very early 90s, and he's written many books, and one of the book is called The Power of Awareness. If we know how to use our energy, put our awareness into something that we want, it will manifest. It is a law. These are universal laws, and nobody can tweak it. It has to happen, right? So it's called a law of assumption. If you have an incident or a challenge where you want a positive outcome, just assume that this happened. See from the end, see what you want to see, and that's it. It will happen. There's no other choice. Law of assumption is more powerful than law of attraction. People generally know more about law of attraction, but law of attraction, you have to become the person in order to attract what you want. But law of assumption is much more powerful. If you assume that whatever result you want is already manifested, it will manifest. That is a law of the universe, and nobody can tweak it. Okay. So how do we reprogram a subconscious mind? So now we know that we have so many habits in our mind that we can't change, for example. And even if we want to change, for example, somebody wants to probably become a new person, probably lose weight, for example, very simple example. And then they think, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to not eat this, not eat that. But then, conscious mind, you're telling a conscious mind, but then conscious mind doesn't, you can't change that easily, because there's so many paradigms. We call it, it's a term called paradigm that my mentor Bob Proctor uses. It is a hardwired programming in the brain. So it is so hard to break those paradigms. So what we need to do is, we have to first thing, creative visualization. Like I said, it is so the brain, the subconscious mind does not know the difference between real and what is a fantasy. For example, let's take an example of a student who's writing an exam, who's waiting for a result, and he wants to probably get good results. If he visualizes every day before going to sleep, the reason why before going to sleep is because the brain states are just before you go to sleep, when the brain activity is reduced and it's in the theta state. Then what happens when you visualize, it becomes a reality, because the subconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and visualization. So it is so powerful, very easy tip. Anybody can do, and anyone can manifest whatever they want to manifest. But what we generally tend to do, we think of all that challenges we have in life only before we go to sleep. The more and more energy we give towards these negative thoughts, they are become real in our life, but not the other side. So we have a choice, friends. What do we want to do? How do we use our energy? We all have the same energy, but we can use our energy very wisely. Either we put our energy onto faith, or we can put our energy onto fear. So we have a choice. Another tool is whatever, repetition. So this is something called repetition. My mentor, Bob Proctor, he was actually reading a book for 57 years, same book every day. Why? Because that is the power of repetition. So whatever, if we want a new habit, so we want to change a real life, we want to create a habit. How does a habit form? So if you do it for 21 days, we create a habit, right? So it is so important to repeat something every day, to change something, which, for example, somebody has for example, I am not the early bird, and I can't wake up in the morning. If I can try to wake up every day for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So that is how the subconscious programs can be changed. So this is a beautiful quote from Earl Nightingale, where whatever we plant into our subconscious mind and nourished with repetition and emotion, one day it becomes a reality. So this is how we can reprogram our subconscious mind. Okay. Sorry, this is very, very short. This is a very big topic. I tried my best to cover in 15 minutes, sorry. I think I've taken much longer than that, but if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Prashant. So you spoke about law of assumption, right? And how it's different from the manifesting?
The law of assumption is basically you're assuming whatever you are wanting is already there with you. So manifesting is using your mind to create something, right? Which is similar, but manifestation could happen through law of attraction. Law of attraction is again a universal law, but there's many myths around. There's many. So there is many myths around law of attraction, because people think that law of attraction, when you think it becomes, but in fact it doesn't happen that way, because law of attraction, you need to become the person what you want to attract. So for example, you want to become a millionaire, you have to show the universe that you are acting like a millionaire, feel like a millionaire. If you only do that, law of attraction works. Whereas law of assumption is when you already assume you're a millionaire, you got everything. It is the faith. What comes in here is the faith. When you assume everything is there with you already, it will manifest. It will come to you, whatever you wanted.
So yeah, so this is always what to say. I mean, purely manifesting, does it really what is it? Purely assuming, or I'm still confused, but yeah. So purely believing on law of attraction, does it make it reality without an efforts?
No, it will not. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what was my confusion. So because when we are talking about law of assumption, right? So I don't see a role of efforts here, right?
There is no effort. It's effortless way. We call it the effortless way. If you read books written by Neville Goddard, he talks a lot about law of assumption. So this is one of the best law. And I've seen many people, the successful people, using this, the great people like Bob Proctor, Peggy McCall, I've done many, many trainings. They use law of assumption, whatever happens, they still have the faith. I'm just shocked when they narrate their experiences, whatever is happening, they still assume that, they have everything. So this is the faith. What comes in here is the faith, but we need to have that unwavering faith. But normally what happens is we give up. Okay, this is not going to work, I'm just giving up, that is what happens. But then, you need to have that unwavering faith. Universe never lets you down. I think, universe always has your back. It's just as us, we need to have that faith on the universe. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah. I mean, this has been something which I have experienced. Like a determination always comes true. Okay, put with the efforts put in that direction. So this is true. But I was unable to get convinced when we talked about law of assumption, but I get it now. So it's mostly falls in the same lines. Believing that we are going to achieve that, and living that achievement from the day one.
Absolutely, you can read the book.
With your efforts in that direction. That's important.
Yeah, it is really important
to attach it, isn't it?
Yeah, the important thing is to take action. Bob Proctor always says that, how much ever you reprogramming your subconscious mind with repetition, having a burning desire to do something. However, if you don't take action, nothing will go forward. You have to take action.
When you said like subconscious mind doesn't differentiate
Between reality
so
and
that's where I was lost. True, it doesn't see the difference, but can it just happen like that? That's what was the confusion actually.
There are many, if you read books, even written by, or even Dr. Joe Dispenza's, there's many evidences like, piano players, students who was playing a piano and lifting of the weights, you're the placebo. I think you can see many case studies of how the visualization basically works. I think there was a built up of the muscles for the people who actually lifted weights, and for the people who hasn't lifted weight, but just they use the power of the mind to visualize. So, the muscle built in the body was actually the same, more or less the same. So it does prove that visualization does work. Yeah.
Maybe again here it's a wrong example because I'm not trying to contradict or argue, but so if so there is a difference, right? The example you told, and when we talk, so like someone want to become a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
So visualizing being a millionaire, we find a lot of fools, right, who are living in that way, that they assume that they are millionaire, and uh, so they are in so mad belief that they do such expenditures, they live that sort of life, even though they are not capable of.
You got to be vibrationally matched with the universe. So you have to be in vibrationally matched with what your goal is. So, what kind of vibration are you showing to the universe is what it actually matters. That is where people fail. They don't show the vibration. They are probably showing as if, they're looking good, but inside them, we don't know what is happening with inside them, right? Are they carrying fears? Are they carrying anxiety? We wouldn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
one
of the master in the earlier sessions said, yes, you want to be a millionaire, but after that, what? If you don't know what you're going to do with that money after you become a millionaire, there is no, you're not going to be millionaire. And we have seen so many examples where people won £1 million lottery, but they lost it immediately.
They lost absolutely.
Immediately.
Yes.
So
yeah, because they think that, the subconscious, it's again a paradigm that they have in their mind. They tend to lose it very quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Whichever master asked the question, thank you very much for coming forward. It's been very interactive session today. Thank you very much, Bindu Master. This is Lakshmi.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I think Disha Kohli, she has a question.
Yeah. Thank you, Gayatri. Bindu, I just have one question. The way you gave an example for, I would take mine. It's like I'm looking for a job. So when you say that you have to assume on a positive way that I am working hard to get it, so I have to keep it in mind. One day I will get it. So when you have that thought, so do you feel like the way you told in the night time when we go to the bed, is it the right? Is it the way on the current situation? For example, I'm doing a profile on the LinkedIn. So do I put that thought of the positivity on the same way, or is it during the night time that gives me more energy for it? How does, on what basis?
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, you got to be in vibrationally match with the goal that you're seeking. So if you do that in the night, it manifests very quickly. And also it depends on how you wake up in the morning. Again, early morning routine is so important, waking up with the sense of gratitude, first of all, because we tend to wake up and then we tend to, look at our phones, and, we look at probably Facebook or something triggers us, and we get into that negative low state of emotions, right? Abraham Hicks, if you have read any books of Abraham Hicks, the pioneer of law of attraction, she says the first half an hour of the day sets your day. Either it is good or bad, depending on what kind of vibrational scale you are in. You have this vibrational scale like, fear, anger, greed, the very low vibrations. So you have to always be in the state of joy and gratitude. That is what we aim for every day. But then again, we are human beings, but then whenever you feel as if, you're dropping down through the vibrational scale, you have to lift yourself up and raise your vibrations. So yes, doing it in the night works wonderfully. That is a part of a routine if you're trying to achieve a goal. And also even in the morning, wake up with a gratitude and probably write your gratitude journal or write your goal every day. So that will help you to manifest. And again, taking action, having done all these things, and action is also equally important.
Hard work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't need
Thank you
to,
so much.
I think we don't need to use hard work. I think with all the spiritual sciences, everything is effortless way, we just have to believe. We come with a belief system that we have to work so hard to achieve something, but we can achieve much more through effortlessly with the power of the mind. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, Master. Just quickly, just want to ask you, can we think this kind of thinking just before go to bed for others, like children, regards to studies or things like that, just in a positive way? Will that work? Just wanted to know.
In a positive way. Yes. Yeah, in a positive way, it will work. Again, we need to check, inside us, what kind of emotion are we having? Sometimes, yeah, we do it positively, but sometimes we have the deep rooted fears, isn't it? Though how much ever we think it's, that is something we need to get rid of our system completely. One thing you can do is, take a piece of paper, write down what your fear is, so that, when you put that on the paper, that fear comes out of you. It's on the paper. You can tear it or burn it or do whatever you want. That's one technique to kind of get your fear out of your system.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I just want my children to bring into the meditation, but I'm just wondering how, when. Thank you, ma'am.
Maybe you can sit with them before they go to sleep. Just, you can meditate for 10-15 minutes along with them. So that gets into a habit. If you do it one day and do it after 1 week, it doesn't work. Everything is a habit. In order to change our subconscious programs, paradigms, we need to do it repetitively every day. Otherwise, we're going to go back to square one. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
On that note, Neela Master, we are going to have kids meditation sessions as well. So I'm sure you're in the group, so you'll get updates. One is coming in a couple of weeks, and we'll let you know. We'll post all the information in the group.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's very interesting. Is it for 18-year-old? Is one of them 15-year-old and 18-year-old? That is most difficult. If they are in primary, it will be much easier, I guess. But I came to meditation very recently, so it's a bit late for me. However, I just think positively. I've still got time.
There is there is no late entry or early entry for meditation. You can start at age of 6 or 60. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you are destined, you will start. Yeah. Am I right, Bindu Master?
Absolutely. I came into meditation only a few years ago, so I'm a good example for that.
Sumati, yeah. So many people raising their hands. Just unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Thank you, Lakshmiti. Thank you, Bindu Master, for an excellent, wisdomful. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
A wonderful session. In line with your law of assumption, I just wanted to sort of share my experience to my friend Neela and other masters. I do work with children as well, and children with special needs, and I'm also a neuro-linguistic programmer. So yes, thank you. So yes, even before embarking into meditation, I've been a very spiritual person since young. Sorry, a religious person since young, and I think that was fed by my mom and hailing from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. That's how we were brought up, because it's, you must appreciate, we were the first immigrants from South India to Malaysia. So we were the fourth generation. So our life revolved around the deities there. So maybe perhaps of my background, my professional background, I've always sort of set a pathway to my kids in such a way they were adults. I never treated them like kids. I gave them, I would cajole them and do everything under the sun like a child. But whatever that you have shared with us, we have the capacity to share this with our children in bite size.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But in childlike examples. And trust me, Neela, you are the best doctor, best teacher, best therapist, best mom and dad for your child, because you know how to disseminate this information. I once went for a course in Northern Ireland. We had a speaker from America, and this was regarding voice rehabilitation. To be honest with you, coming from Malaysia to UK, we sit on the fence. This brown skinned people sit on the fence because we think, okay, we can accept this. Oh no, we won't accept that. Yeah, this is okay. You know, we are just sitting on the fence with the do's and don'ts. And what happens, sad to say, we forget the good things our parents and our grandparents instilled on us. Why? Because we're fascinated with this, Western world's dissemination of information, where they can make you feel you don't need sports, you don't need a challenge. It's fine. Just accept it. And that's what they imbibe with primary school children. And when there are real children, majority of the children, yes, we have children with special needs. I do deal with kids with special needs. But in reality, you need to have a benchmark. But coming from home, away from home to this place, we accept it. And what do? We tell them, it's okay, never mind, no need, you don't worry, just do your best. So this American speaker told me, that's not the right thing, because you need to say, go for it, you can do that, that's what you do it. And that's where Bindu Master, it all boils down to your subconscious mind. It's all absorbed.
It's a belief system we caused, isn't it?
Absolutely. But we change. We all change. I've changed. I'm ashamed to say I've changed, and I've come back. And then I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. I always had a row with my husband because my husband will stick on to his old roots. And I say, no, you can't. You need to evolve. You can't push the child and blah, blah, blah. Absolutely. So everything that Bindu Master has said, each of us are our own expertise to disseminate. And I want to stress this to my fellow friends in this platform. It's just not yours or your husband's knowledge. You are a holistic person if you can share this with your children. And there are ways and means to share it. Please start. I've done it and I've seen result. I've started wisdom board 15, 20 years back, and it's worked. Everything has worked. So each of y'all grab this knowledge and share it. And you've done it so well, Bindu Master. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, considering the time, our last question by PJ. Can you please unmute?
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Master, for the great presentation. It was very powerful indeed, obviously. I'm a pure beginner, so can you please let us know how do we get access to the subconscious mind? Because you told 90% of the subconscious mind, it's equal to the n number of computers. Is it purely by having a 21 days meditation and then going forward to it? And then my second question is, when you say exactly, when you let's say for an example, you want to be like a millionaire, you need to have that vibe in between. What do you exactly mean by that vibe? Actually, you keep telling yourself you can be a millionaire one day, and then obviously your actions have to match it. So if you could please explain on that, that'd be very helpful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the first question, how do we reprogram a subconscious mind? This is something has to be done repetitively. So my mentor has been doing it for 50, 60 years, reading the same book, if you can imagine. So, it is something that every day with a goal, you have to set yourself a goal. What is that you want to achieve? And then in order for you to achieve the goal, what is that it's stopping you to achieve your goal, first of all? And then there are habits that is stopping you, right? There are some deep-rooted fears within you that is stopping you. Or they could be, probably you might think, I don't have enough knowledge. It could be anything. So you need to work out what they are, first of all, and then you need to take actions one by one towards that. Does that make sense, what I've said?
Excellent. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And the second question which you asked about, you want to be a millionaire. The first thing is, how much is your mind believing that you are a millionaire? If you act and feel like a millionaire, how much is your mind believing it? It is called the power of praxis. That means how much is your mind believing? Even if you keep saying affirmations like I'm a millionaire, it's going to the conscious, but it doesn't go to the subconscious, purely because there's no emotion attached to it, and purely because there's no belief attached to it. Unless you believe in it, you can become, yes, you will become, and you need to take relevant action for it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
I hope I answered your question. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Master, for your time. We have taken more time.
No, absolutely fine. I'm happy to answer if there's anyone wants any answer, but yeah.
Thank you very much for the wonderful wisdom sharing. And I think we are done for the day. Thank you so much, Master.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, Bindu Master.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bindu Master.
Thank you.
Well done, Gayatri.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you, Master. Thank you.
Hima. Bindu Master, you can log off. Sorry, thank you.